We are at the start of Rifts to Core Hall, and you can see the Manx has put down a bunch of bunkers here, which signals to his ally that he intends on dealing with the attack wave. But I don't think the Manx has actually realized that the attack wave is going to be coming up right now, because his army is still clearing out this expansion area. And as you can see, there is a bunch of vultures over here that will be attacking, and they have already taken out one of the supply bunkers. There is another attack here, and now they go and pick off that one laborer. But now Amon has some other ideas, and you can hear that sound. That is the sound of a lot of Spire Mines are being dropped. So one guy comes out here to try and attack these vultures, but unfortunately that is not going to be a very good idea, because there are a lot of vultures that have put down a lot of Spire Mines over here. One Marauder comes out, ends up getting picked off as well by these Spire Mines. And basically Manx is getting completely spawn camped right now by Amon's army. So far he has lost one Marauder and 13 of those laborers here, and that's the 14th trooper, sorry, that have been picked off as a result as I engage a few more of these guys. These guys are getting killed off even before anything comes up, and now the Zerg call down as well does end up getting used. And finally Manx has been able to clear out the vultures. Not before, there's still one last Spire Mine that's sitting over here. Not before he's lost a lot more of his units, and that is another one of those laborers getting killed off. But I think that is the last of the onslaught of Spire Mines. The first hybrid has been spawned on Barton Parcel, and you can see that it is spawning attack waves as its ability. So the attack wave composition is explosive threats, which is reasonably nasty because it can actually spawn very scary attack waves, especially during the later stages of the mission. You see the Nova is dodging out of the way of the lock-on ability here, and the hybrid seems to be happy at just aggroing Nova. But remember, it does have its spawn attack wave ability. There's another lock-on here that is dealing a little bit of damage to Nova's army, but the Unity Barrier from Karax keeps it alive. But now the hybrid ends up spawning a huge attack wave, where it pretty much wipes out all of Nova's army except for one random Marine who ends up surviving with 54 HP right now. And so far Nova has lost 7 Marines in that whole engage, and she still wants to go and engage that one hybrid. The hybrid dealing so much damage. There's a snipe onto the one Overseer that was causing a few problems for her. But that means that the hybrid ends up de-aggroing from Nova and re-aggroing onto that one Marine. So he ends up wiping out that one Marine as well. There's another lock on here. Nova is not moving out of the way, and now the hybrid is ready for his finishing blow, and that ends up completely wiping off Nova as soon as he spawns his army of Banelings and Zerglings. Now that Nova has respawned, she wants to go in for round number 2 versus the hybrid. So she has her army of 4 Marines, and now she's brought her own detection. She uses a sabotage drone to try and take out this small army that the hybrid has spawned. So that will probably end up killing off this attack wave. But remember, the hybrid has that ability, so he's just going to be happy to be like, okay, I'm just going to respawn another attack wave here. And this attack wave makes straight a beeline right for Nova and her army. Her army gets caught by the Zerglings and then they'll get wiped out by the lock-on ability. Nova, in barrel, tries to drop her nuke, but her nuke also does not end up going out before the army ends up killing off Nova. And now this one Marine is wondering what mistakes he made in his life to end up in this situation. And now this one Raven is like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna move back towards my base here and just pretend like nothing happened.
Our allies are under attack.
An attack wave has spawned on lock and load, and you can see that the mutators that we have are the Killbots, the Temporal Field, and the Mineral Shields mutator. This one is the locked and loaded mutation that happened some time ago, and you can see that we are dealing with a Dominion Battle Group attack wave. So this is going to be an air turn attack wave. There are a bunch of Banshees right now and a bunch of Marines. Seeker Missile, Gary, or Super Gary, jumps right in, but he misses part of the attack wave because he shot the orbs right through the middle there, and he ends up going down. And now these Banshees have free reign over the expansion, but Stetman does have an idea. He sends some of his Zerglings to try and engage some of these Killbots, but there are a few problems with that. He has the Hardened Egonergy Shield upgrade, which basically makes these Zerglings pretty much invincible against a lot of the attack waves, which means that these Killbots are not going to be getting their kills, and it also means that these Banshees are not going to go away anytime soon, and they will just be aggroing these Zerglings, eventually getting all these Zerglings killed. And now the Killbot has de-aggroed and has started to aggro some of these drones. Healing Field is keeping them alive, but again, Healing Field plus Harden the Energy Shield against these Killbots, not a very wise idea. It makes these things so tanky, and it just keeps these Killbots on the map for way longer. Now, Stetman has pulled his army through an F2A move, and what has happened now is it means that these Killbots are going to end up engaging his expansion, and his expansion does end up going down finally. And Scary is somewhat confused as to where to go, gets caught as well in the temporal field. And now, just now, Super Gary is able to re-engage this, and he'll end up cleaning out this attack wave. He does try and also hit the Skillbot with his little orb, which does not work, but he has ended up losing his expansion. The bonus objective has just spawned on Warfare, and it looks like Han wants to go and kill the bonus objective very, very early. They already start to trigger the bonus objective, which will cause a bunch of units to spawn, which include a bunch of Banshees and a bunch of Vikings. You can see that we're dealing with the air turn composition. Given that this is at the 21-minute mark, the Banshees do have Cloak, and now Han realizes that there is a small problem with their plan, because all these Banshees are just gonna go and wipe out their ground army, and you can just see the amount of damage output from these Banshees. Pretty much all the ground armies have now been wiped out, and every random unit that comes out here is pretty much getting spawn camped by Amon. But Amon is basically not done yet. He wants to try and take out this bonus objective, which he very promptly does. And now, whatever random units that keep coming and spawning out from Han also get wiped out. Even these mag mines now are probably not going to end up detonating because there is no detection, despite the fact there is more than adequate resources to actually spawn Raven. Amon, now confused, he doesn't know really what else he wants to kill, puts his army towards Han's main base, and there are a lot of Banshees over here. You just see how fast the damage output that these Banshees are able to create as a result of them just being... How many Banshees are there? That's an insane number of Banshees. Another one joins into the fight as well, and now they're going to start picking off SCV after SCV. They're probably not microing as effectively as possible because they are overkilling the base, but now they're going to try and focus fire down this one base. And finally there is a Raven added to the mix, but not before the command center ends up getting wiped, and whatever random SCVs are here now, they're just going to start attacking. I think these Banshees are probably going to end up getting cleared before this thing gets picked up. I think the hangar base are going to be more than sufficient to clear out these Banshees. And yeah, that is basically the last Banshee done. Is there going to be something to save it? I think there might be. There are no SCVs in this location. So there is one guy over here. But I think what needs to happen is an SCV needs to be moved over. And yes, there is an SCV that will be going to repair, but not before the command center. And the entire mineral line has been wiped out by Amon's Banshees. I don't normally pause co-op games, but I believe this little clip warrants a pause. So I want to draw your attention to a few things. Number one is that we have 3 mutators active. We have Fatal Attraction, we have Inspiration, and we have Transmutation. Number 2 is that both these players are currently supply gapped. And number 3, that we are towards the end of this mission, 23-24, which means that there's going to be an attack wave in about 5 or 6 seconds. So Kerrigan is already in position and she's getting ready to engage this attack wave, so let's see what happens. You can see that she does a preemptive split to make sure that she gets her concave up and running, and now she's going to engage this attack wave. And because of Fatal Attraction, the Hybrid Dominators just keep casting their storms, and Kerrigan ends up dropping to a total of 36 supply in the span of 12 seconds.